Have you ever wondered why relationships fall apart so easily? Or why, even when two people may love each other, things still seem to go wrong? Well, today we're going to be tackling these tough questions. And by the end of this episode, you will be looking at relationship in a whole different light. So to start, let's get one thing straight. A relationship is not solely about romance. A relationship is about trust, friendship, and support. But way too often, we usually decide to skip the foundation steps of a relationship, which is based on friendship. And today, we're going to dive into it, and I'm going to prove to you guys why friendship is the cornerstone to any relationship and the cornerstone to any success within any relationship. One of the biggest issues that I notice in relationships today is that most people that are in relationships are not even friends. Most of the time that people these days get into a relationship is based on attraction, convenience, and mutual benefits. But they're missing that deeper layer of connection. And when you don't have that foundation, it's easy to lack respect, trust, and mutual understanding. Like really, just think about it. How many people treat their significant other worse than they treat their best friend? With the lies, the distrust. There's a lot of things that someone will do to their significant other that they will never in a million years ever do to their best friend. So why is that? A common challenge that people face is usually often that they view relationship as a transaction. And more often than not, that transactional mindset usually would lead to conflicts, resentment, and most of the time, a bitter end to the relationship. But this approach can never ever replace real, authentic love. But don't worry, I got you. Here are 3 steps that I believe if you follow these 3 steps in the way that you approach every relationship, it will help you and it will benefit you and your partner in that relationship. Okay, step 1. And as I mentioned before, step 1 is all about friendship. Think about friendship first. Before entering into any type of relationship with anyone, try to see first if you could become friends with that person or if you could be friends with that person. And in the same sense, even after that you've entered into a relationship with that person, try to see and think of the way you would think about your best friend. So like before you do something, think about, would I do that to my best friend? Is that something I'll do to my best friend? And start thinking in that sense and put that in your mind. It may seem simple, but believe me, start thinking like that and see where it gets you. The second step that I have for you guys is stop thinking of relationship as a transaction. Think more, instead of thinking, what am I going to get out of this relationship? Think more of, how can I help this person grow? And you will see by changing that mindset into how you approach that relationship, and when you think in that sense, and of course, the other person that you're in a relationship to has to be thinking in the same sense as you are, because it can't be a one-sided thing, because both people have to be on that same mindset in order for it to work. So once you get in that mindset of trying to help this person grow, and if you think about it, if that person is thinking in that same mindset of trying to help you grow, you guys want to go together and success within that relationship. And the third, but not least, is to commit to each other's well-being. Just imagine being in a relationship with someone where you both generally care for each other's success and well-being. It's all about caring for another. It's not about keeping scores. Now, these 3 steps may seem very simple, but believe me, you practice these 3 steps, before you enter into any relationship you enter into. And you'll see what the difference is. And you can let me know in the comments what you guys think.